Okay, let's jump to our next topic then. We've got a cool nerdy topic tonight. So you do have three guys who work in the computer field, and we've gotten our hands dirty on some different technical things. I know that Russ, I know you dabble in things like pedals for guitar, so you got a lot of hands-on where you make things, and then you've done things with computers. And Clyde, of course, we go back to our Linux days where we would spend time installing things like Linux. But Russ, your topic today, uh, talking about build or buy. I think that was your topic, wasn't it?
Right. Well, I mean, I guess there's a debate on whether it'd be better to buy or build. Of course, it's gonna be you can get a I I can't see myself buying a computer. I mean, if it was a Mac, I understand. There's not any way around it. But I've built all my PCs
Have you?
for as long as I can remember. No, actually, no, the first computer I bought was a Windows 95
Yeah.
compact.
You tend to start
But I've
off with
built
one you
everything
buy,
since
yeah.
then. Yeah, yeah.
How many have you built?
Oh, I don't know, 10, 12, something like that. But I haven't built one since 2011, which, you know, I just hadn't gotten around to building anything. And I was like, it's Windows 7. There's a lot of stuff that isn't supported anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, it might be time to do it.
It is.
And I like the fact that what I'm doing is instead of buying everything at once, I'm just like, hey, this paycheck, I'm going to buy this component. This paycheck, I'm going to buy that component. And so
Exactly.
I'm slowly but surely putting everything together. And there's a lot of new technology since 2010, 2011, like M.2, these things. Can you see that?
Is that SSD?
Yeah, it's the NVMe M.2 SSD. It
Yeah,
like
it's a
connect it
that
it
is
can
on
it,
sale.
yeah, it doesn't go through SATA. It connects right to the processor. I mean, read write speeds of 7,000 megabytes per second, whereas an
Yeah.
SSD is like 400, something like that.
Computer
I
boots
mean,
in 3 seconds.
it's crazy, and I didn't really know what this stuff was until I started researching it.
You said it
So
was called NVM, so what, non-volatile memory?
NVMe M.2. I have no idea what
The
it
next
means.
generation of SSD. It's just a bunch
Yeah,
of chips on
here I'll
on
show you what it
a
looks. Have you seen it? You don't even know what it is, do you?
No, I can imagine what it
So
is.
it looks like almost like a thumb drive.
So it connects to the motherboard
That's what it is.
on a special
So
port,
that
or
yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
port is
special
in.
slots. It can have one or more, and it connects right to the into the motherboard, and then has its own. The motherboard has its own heat sink. You like you slide it in, screw it down on top,
how much
and
storage is
it's
on it?
super fast. Well, I got a 1 terabyte,
Okay.
and then I got a 2 terabyte. So the 1 terabyte is going to be for just the operating system.
They use this stuff in phones, don't they? I mean, that's pretty much
Possibly. I
Yeah.
would
pretty
guess.
much
Well,
all you get speeds on a phone when it boots up in 5
yeah.
seconds.
Right.
Well, that's why, and you want to put your games on whichever your fastest one is. So
Well, I got two. I got the. They're both the same brand. The Samsung 980 Pro. I got a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte. So the 2 terabyte will be in another slot, and all my applications will be on that.
Prices
But I'm also
are
yeah, it was crazy cheap for that kind of speed and that amount of memory. But I'm probably gonna do like some additional SSD SATA drives just for whatever for non-gaming applications.
yeah, just for storage, you get whatever your slowest thing is and just throw
Right.
backups on it.
And I'll probably do like a standard hard drive, a SATA hard drive, just for backups and stuff like that. Get something like a 10 terabyte. They're dirt
Yeah,
cheap, and then I could do multiple backups and stuff.
God, think about how much you paid for the first hard drive, which was probably like a 500 meg hard drive. The first one you ever built, maybe a 200 and something. Do you remember how much you paid for stuff like that?
So I remember the hard drive that came with my first Windows 95 machine was 1.6 gigabytes, which was
It's
huge.
huge.
Then I upgraded to an it was either a 6 or an 8, and I know it was like $200. It had to
Yeah.
have been like $200.
I remember paying that for a CD writer.
Oh yeah, of course. And they weren't. And
Oh,
go
I
ahead.
remember when an 8-speed CD-ROM was $400
Yes.
or more.
Yeah, I remember with a cassette tape deck for my VIC 20.
All right, let's not
I
go
had one of those.
full retro, man. So, what kind of graphics card? Well, first off, Intel or AMD?
That was a matter of contention for quite a while. The AMDs look really good, but I think ultimately I'm going to go with 13th gen i7.
Hmm.
As far as the video card, I did upgrade the video card on my other machine to like I think it's one of the first gen RTX card, NVIDIA RTX cards, with the built-in ray tracing.
Yeah. So what, the
Um,
2000 or the 3000 series?
it would have been the 2000. It's like a 2050 or
Yep.
2040 or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm just going to use that for now. I may upgrade if when I eventually upgrade, I'll probably go with one of the AMD Radeons.
How
I
much
still
are
call
the,
them ATIs, but
Yeah.
I haven't been
how much
ATIs since 2004.
the old, like you said, you've got the RTX,
Yeah.
that 1000 series. Can you buy those still?
Yeah. You should be able to.
Probably, yeah, you got to get them used.
Well, how about this?
The
Can you
the
buy it at
$4,000
$dollars?
the 4,000 just came out. There are 3,000 models that are, mid-range,
Yeah, I mean, all the
300
prices have gone back
$300.
down to the level they should have been. I bought mine. I actually bought a PC to get a 3070 because I couldn't get a 3070 on its own. They just weren't in stock, but I could buy a PC, which was like, okay, upgrade my PC. I got a Cyber PC, and I wouldn't have to build it this time. I could just put storage into it. But I pretty much just bought it for that, and that will go with me when the time comes to move to a different machine. 3070, super sweet, made all the difference in
I
the world.
decided to go with one of these. You
Well,
see that?
your AI doesn't recognize it as a human head.
Yeah, it's the all-in-one cooler,
Oh yeah, okay,
liquid
liquid
cooling,
cooling.
which is something I've never done before. I've always
Does that
been,
make a difference?
air.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. We'll find out. I
Oh,
mean, for overclocking,
I mean, it's
I mean,
Go
I
ahead.
think with some of the newer, with the right airflow in the case and really good,
Mhm.
the what are they? The heat transfer pipes or whatever they call them.
Yeah, the heat
They
sinks.
can
Yeah,
be, yeah. Well, the heat sinks, but they have these vapor
the little fan
pipes in
fins.
them.
Oh right,
They go through the fins and with the right. Yeah, but I wanted something that was going to be quiet, and I just wanted to make it look cool. I got a really nice Corsair RGB case as well, so I'm going to try and make it cool too.
lights up.
But I got the case, I've got the all-in-one cooler, I have the power supply, and then I have these little cards, video or memory cards. So I really just got motherboard, memory, processor to go, and that's it. So
Super fun, super fun. Well, I enjoyed building all the ones that I built over the years, but I did get tired of it in the last two computers. But my son kept building his, so I did end up building a lot. And I know, Clyde, you've built a lot. But so ultimately, better to build or better to buy? Sounds like it's better to build.
it depends on your temperament, really. I
Oh,
mean,
true.
you're going to spend more up front for an all-in-one system.
Yep.
But if you built that same system yourself, you would save some money.
Oh yeah,
Right.
a lot of money. Yeah.
Right. So I like the idea of customizing, get all the pieces and parts that I want, not have to like, well, I want this one, but I want a different video card, but I'll have to settle for this. It's like, nah,
teach your
I pretty
kids
much do what I want.
to build their computer
Do what?
because teach your kids always to build their own computers. I'm
Right.
a big believer in that. It's not only a very good skill to have, it can pay off in the job market. It can also pay off in other ways in exploration of different avenues. I mean, I'm enhancing my computer for both gaming and AI stuff because I'm getting really into the AI. You know, Jeff, you trained your kid well. he can build his own PC, and granted, that's something the kids can do, I'm sure, hopefully.
Yeah, he spends most of his
Would
time connecting cars to a laptop. So
Ooh,
uh-oh.
see, there you go. That's a whole venue, field
Yeah.
kind of thing. Do it. Teach your kids to build a computer.